What's up guys, my name is Abdul and welcome back to a brand new video. Now one of the questions that I get asked quite often is that should I use a graphic tablet for 3D animation or not? And honestly the reason why I didn't reply to these questions was because me personally I had never used a graphic tablet for 3D animation. I always used a regular mouse and I mean I was doing fine with it, so I didn't really like sort of see the need to use a 3D need to use a graphic tablet, right? But recently, Huion reached out to me and they were like, "Do you want to try our Kamvass 16 graphic tablet?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's give it a shot and let's see if it's actually useful in 3D animation. Does it like actually make my workflow better or not?" Now, full disclosure, they did send me this tablet to review. However, everything I say in this video is going to be completely honest. I'm going to tell you some pros about this device and some cons, so you guys can make a decision of whether to buy this tablet or not, right? So yeah, let's start with the unboxing first, and then we're going to use it for a bit, and then I'll tell you the pros and the cons. All right, so the unboxing experience is actually pretty straightforward. First, I'm just going to open the box, and then you're going to see that we have the tablet up top, and I'm just going to take it out and I'm going to put it aside for a bit so that we can look at other things first. So we have the stand underneath it. It looks pretty useful. I mean, we're gonna figure out how to use it later on. But yeah, let's start with the cables. So I heard that we need to have a lot of cables if your PC does not have what do you call it, a USB-C, right? But since my laptop has a USB-C, I'm going to be using a MacBook by the way with this, so it should be fine. So we have this power adapter, and we just need to use like one USB-C cable, so it's going to be actually pretty simple. So let's go ahead and open the cables themselves. We're not going to use the power adapter either. So yeah, this USB cable, yeah, this is the one which we're going to be using, and the other cables we're not really going to be needing them. But if you have an older computer and you need other cables, you can use them as well. I mean, they do include everything you need with this, with the package. Right, so we have some more cables. I'm not going to be using any of these, so because I'm just going to be using one single USB-C, which is actually one of the good things about this tablet. Next up, we have this pen itself, the pen. So it's actually pretty it feels pretty good in the hand, to be honest, and it's pretty comfortable to hold. But yeah, we're going to be exploring more about this later on. This is the pen stand, I believe. Yeah, it's the pen stand. You put the pen inside it, I think. Yeah, like that. So you put the pen inside this and you can like take it out and use it whenever we want. Moving on to the next thing we're going to be looking at. Let's try to open this. So I think it has some paperwork, and I think it has a glove as well, and maybe driver's warranty card. I think that's a CD. No, that's not a CD. It's a warranty card. My bad. So yeah, we have some cloth. We have a cloth, and we have gloves and a manual and stuff like that. Just the basics. So let's try to wear the glove and let's see if it's comfortable or not. Because a lot of times what happens is that graphic tablets are going to give you gloves which have like the dimensions are a little weird, so they don't fit me well. But this one actually fits pretty well. So yeah, that's good on Huion's part. All right, so the setting up process is actually pretty simple as well if your computer has a USB-C. If it doesn't, you're going to have to use the USB-A cable, and I think you might have to connect to the power adapter as well, but I'm not sure about that because I haven't tried it. But I'm just going to be opening the tablet itself. I'm going to be taking it out of the that paper thing. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking it out, and let me move my laptop a little back so that I can like place it properly. But yeah, I'm just going to be connecting it via USB-C. So I'm just going to be connecting the USB-C to the tablet and to my laptop as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Connecting it to my laptop first and then to my tablet. So like that. No, I think it goes the other way around. Yeah, like that. All right. So I think it's inside. Yeah, it turned on. All right. So far my experience using this tablet has been pretty good. I tried using it for my homework, for taking notes and stuff. For 3D animation, right? I did some Blender work with this, and honestly, the control that it gives you and the accuracy that it gives you using a graphic tablet is, I think, much better than a mouse. And me personally, honestly, I think I am gonna actually switch over to a graphic tablet soon. And like this specific graphic tablet, the build quality is pretty good. The color accuracy was pretty decent, and apart from that, it was like the pen. The pen itself was pretty comfortable to hold. So those are some of the pros that I can like think of off the top of my head. Also, some tablets that I've seen in the past, they have like very difficult connection mechanisms. You have to like connect multiple wires and stuff like that. So I think that is a pretty big hassle, and I would definitely not prefer that. But this tablet, on the other hand, just connects with one USB-C, so that I think is a pretty good what do you call it? Pretty good factor that you should consider. Although I did notice some flaws which are like slightly major for me. The only major one I would say is the screen resolution. It's only 1080p, right? That if you're a beginner, that's perfectly fine. But like for someone a little more advanced, I would say it is 4K would be better. They do have a 4K model as well, so I'm probably gonna get that one instead. And yeah, that was honestly the only con that I could think of. Otherwise, it was like it was pretty responsive. The pressure sensitivity was pretty good. It has around I think almost I think a little more than 8,000 pressure sensitivity levels. So that I think is one of the big advantages of using a graphic tablet over a mouse, because in a mouse you either click it or you don't click it, right? In a graphic tablet, what you do is you can like either press it, either not press it, press it lightly, press it like a little harder, press it even harder. So that's going to change the sort of the extent to which your brush is being applied, or which your tool that you selected is being applied, right? So I think that is sort of one of the good things about this graphic tablet. Apart from that, if you only do hard surface modeling, then you can like use this, but it's not that essential for you. But I mean, if you are into sculpting and stuff like that, then this tablet is honestly perfect for you. Or like using a graphic tablet in general is like very important. Plus, like using something which has a screen on it, that's even better, right? Because it gives you more control and more freedom of what you can like create from it, right? And I think the main reason why you should like pick this tablet over others is probably because of the cost, right? It's because it's like pretty cost effective. Some similar models that I've seen from other companies like maybe Wacom, they go for a lot higher. So I think this gives you like very similar level of quality, like very similar level of usability at a much lower cost, right? So I think that makes it a pretty good choice for like artists like me and you. So yeah, that's essentially it for the review. I think it's a pretty good tablet. I think you should consider this if you are a beginner. If you're a little more advanced, then I would not recommend you this one. I would recommend you to get a 4K graphic tablet. They do have a 4K version as well. I think it costs a little higher. But again, you can consider that one as well. The only con I can see is probably the screen resolution. Apart from that, everything is perfect, and the experience so far has been pretty great. Right, so yeah, that's basically it for this review, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, that's basically it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.